Hey y'all, welcome back to Steph's Design Space. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Today's episode, we are making the signatures for this beautiful journal. So this is the box. If you have not already seen the unboxing, go watch that. If you don't want to watch this yet because you haven't got your box and you don't want to know everything that's in it, you may want to wait. But I can't wait. I am so excited about this box and everything in it. But I did do an unboxing, which is already up on the channel. So that's why this is a Hot Mess Express. Okay, I'm just trying to get my papers out. So while I am getting this stuff out, how is everybody? How's everybody doing? I am doing great. I think we're fixing to have some cold, freezing weather for us. We usually don't. Every couple of years we have a spell of that kind of weather. But most of the time we're just, you know, hot and humid. But we're supposed to be getting some freezing rain, maybe some snow. I'm not counting on it. But it might happen. We shall see. Okay, so I know I'm going to use these, and I'm going to use a lot of these in my signatures. So my journal is a 3 signature journal. So we are going to be putting together 3 different signatures. Okay, so I know I'm going to use these items and these. So let's go ahead and stack these up. Let me see how many times I can say these. These. Now, I think I want to use this envelope as well. So I made this envelope for the 6x6 papers, and I'm thinking how fun would this envelope be in the journal. So let's see how that works. Okay, first and foremost, let's go ahead and figure out, you know what, I'm going to put all of this to the side because I'm not going to need any of this for what I'm doing today. So, let me put it back in the box. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is find my 3 signature covers, okay? And this, one of these is going to be the cover. I don't know which one yet. I actually think I want this to be on the front of one of them. I love this so much. Alright, so I'm going to fold that in half. So that's going to be one cover. Okay, so these are the verticals. Let me set those to the side for right now. And that actually looks like it should be a vertical because of that heart, but then this tag. So that's okay. I know I want this one. So this is going to be a cover. Okay, cover. And cover. I'm going to do it like this. So they're all double-sided, so you can choose, right? And when I say the cover, this is going to be the outside of the signature, okay? So these are my covers. And then I want to figure out which one's going to be the center. So when you open it up and it is the centerpiece, which one? So I think I want this to be a center of this one. Now I will like fold those a bit better so I can do it. Yeah, it's this way. So this one is going to be the center, right? So when you open it up, the middle of the signature is going to be right there. Okay, so we have that one. Now let's see. I have 2. Let's do this one and this one. Okay, so this is going to go to the side for now. Okay, so these are going to be my center. And then I can, let me make sure that's the way I want to do it. This is my center, so let me fold this. Checking my battery. I've been having so many issues with my battery lately, and I ordered some different equipment so I don't have to rely on a battery. Like, it can just be continuous. And of course, it's like, oh, this is no longer in stock and we don't know when it's going to be. It was in stock when I ordered it. Now, these are not going to be touching, so we're going to go over that in a minute. Okay, so that's going to be that center, and then this is, well, let me see which way is up. This way is up because of the lines. Okay, and that is going to go like that. All right, so we have the 3 signatures, okay? Now, I want 7 pages in each one. So now we already have 2, so each one's going to get 5 more pages. These I'm going to use for all the decor, okay? All the deco, etc., etc. So these I'm also going to set down here now that I've figured out what's going in here. I have pulled some different items. I found this and I was like, oh, that would be fun, but that needs to be covered, obviously. I have this wallpaper that I thought would be fun. And then I do have this scrapbook paper. Now this one, I've played with stamps. I thought it gives it character. I like it. And then I took a napkin and decoupaged a napkin on the back. So I'm definitely going to use this as one of my pages. This one I want to use. That I'm not sure about. These I'm not 100% sure. Okay. And then I have, you know what, this is going to be 3. So let me go ahead and do these 3. This one will need to be covered, and so will this, because we know I do not do stark white. But I have an idea for both of those, okay? So I know these are going to go in there. This one is already covered, okay? So we can put that, let's see, where do we want that? It doesn't matter. We'll just do it like that for the moment, okay? So that one has that. These need them. Okay, so I'm going to set these to the side, and we're going to work on the inside of these 2. Now, this is how I use the vintage items that I get. This is how I use some of them, right? Is I'm going to take, and I am going to cover the back of, now these are so random, so I may or may not be able to use them. I don't know. Because there's a thing, I can always cover that up, but I'm not using that. This, and it's not quite big enough to cover it. And now it is if I go that way, and that's just a building, and it's going to get covered with deco anyway, right? And it's going to be able to use some authentic, but I think I'm going to use this on some tags. Okay, what else do I have in here? See these? Okay, this one almost big enough. And again, it's going to get decorated over, so we're going to not promote that. Let's do this. Okay, let me move this one. All right. I'm going to kind of center it because I have a feeling when I cut down my pages that get cut down. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take my glue stick, and we're going to start at the top. And go down a hair. Not all the way, because I like to do mine in sections. That way if it gets kind of wonky, it's easier to fix. All right. I love using vintage stuff, and really I don't care what it says for the most part, because I'm going to end up covering it, decorating it, or whatever. You have to think like beyond what you immediately see. There's so much potential. So some of this is just going to be covered with blue flowers or butterflies or an envelope, so you're not going to see all of what you see inside of here. And that is okay. Okay, so we have that, and then I will save the rest of it for like the backing of tags, etc., etc. And it also makes the paper a little bit thicker, because this was like the scrapbook paper that's like 20 weight, not the heavyweight scrapbook paper. I don't know how to cut straight to save my life. Okay, so we're just going to fold that. Alright, and then we have that piece to use. Okay, and then on here, let's just take some coffee dyed paper. Alright, now all of this is in, now some of my paper is a bit bigger than 8.5 by 11 because of the type of paper that it was. I think it came out of like a manila notebook or something. I don't remember. But, and that's so pretty. I do dye my own paper. Coffee dyed paper. That goes in the vintage bundles that I sell, and all my boxes get a very small vintage bundle, and coffee dyed paper is included in that. Okay. And I use the Scotch Permanent Glue Stick. I love this glue stick. In my opinion, it is the best glue stick, and I'm looking for, one of these days I will be amazed at my ability to put items back where they belong, so I'm not digging through my desk like some kind of lunatic. Oops. Now this is a bit bigger than 8.5 by 11, so we will have to do a bit of trimming, but we just saved this for other stuff. Okay. So this is just me creating the pages for the journal. I'm cutting the thing, it doesn't matter. Now this I'm not going to save because I can't save everything. This might come in handy. I just never know. Honestly, I think that's big enough to do a tab topper. Okay. And then we are going to fold this and smush. Alright, so now we have these two. Alright, so which one is going to go? This one already has 3. Let's do... Let's do this one. And this is going to go in here. And I'm going to change the order, but I'm just... Here's my thing. If I think about it too long, I'm going to second guess everything. So I'm just putting them in there. And once everything is together, it'll be fine. Right? Now I do want to use, oh, I said I wanted to, see, this might be too big, and it is. It is too big. Way too big. So to cut it down, I would have to dismember it. So I'm going to probably just end up taking this apart and using it. Nope. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold it in half. Oh, I definitely need a bone folder. This is, it's thick when you fold it in half, right? Alright, so we're folding it in half. And I'm going to actually put this on the inside so we don't have the white. Come on, there we go. And then this is going to get folded in half. And then this is just going to be pockets. Alright, so let's see. Now if I put that like that. Okay, now to, and then that's going to be in there, so when you flip it, you have a pocket, and then you'll have a pocket right there. Perfect. Alright, so that is the envelope inside of there. And I have this blue envelope. That we're going to put right here. So I will probably end up gluing that and making that like a tuck spot. And then you have the envelope right there. Okay. So we have envelope. Where's the other one? Envelope. So these two have an envelope. And then I have this. This came from a photo album, obviously, right? And I just thought it would be, because as I was like cleaning up my office and my craft room and trying to organize, I thought, how fun would this be? I think that is an extra unneeded piece. Because it's part of the, whatchamacallit, spine. So I'm going to take that off. Okay, but how fun would this be? Put it right there in a signature, right? And again, we could have glue it, little pocket, little tuck spot, or glue here and tuck it. And then you can actually journal on here. This I would probably decorate with some lace or something like that, right? So it doesn't look like what it looks like. So you have that, and then when you flip, you can put journaling cards, etc., in here. Like, I think that is like the coolest idea. So we're going to put that in there. Okay, so how many? I'm going to keep that because that's a good little piece. How many does that give us? 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 4. We just have 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do I feel like there should be more? 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't got that far, have I? So 4. I need 3 more pieces. 3 more pieces. Okay, I have ledger paper. That is way too big. But I am going to tear this in half. Okay. And we are going to fold it this way. Fold it this way. And this way. So So now we're going to have like journaling space, and then I'm going to take this doily and also fold it in half. So this would give us five pages. Now this is everything that's in the box so far. I have not pulled any of my own stuff out yet, except 1 or 2 items, but most everything was stuff that was in the box. Okay, now let's see. I want to find where there is just like a lot of blue on blue, like right there, and just break that up. So I'm going to put this one like that, so that kind of breaks up this blue on blue. Okay, and that's the center. That is breaking up the blue. Okay, so that one is done. What else? This can go right here. I think I'm going to do that, because I don't want to have 2 short pieces like right next to each other. So we're doing that. And then this one, we have that, and this is going to go right here. Now I do have 2 pieces of coffee dyed paper, good gravy, and then I have this. So what I'm going to do with this is, most of the time if it's just pictures, I don't mind if it's all wonky. This has a lot of writing, so I'm wondering if I want to fold it like this and put in one of them. Okay, that one, maybe this one. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then this, I'm going to fold this in half. This is just the dot grid that I coffee dyed, so that's going to be one. I know this is bigger, and that's okay, because we're going to fold it up and make pockets, because that's what I do. Because I also want to make sure that I have plenty of journaling space. So the shorter one is going to go in, nope, yes. Because I already have short stuff. Well, I have short stuff in here too. Okay, this we're going to do like this. You are going to go in here. Done. I'm going to put you over here like that. And then you are going to go, where are you going? Where are you going, sport? Like that. Okay, we'll get the logistics of it figured out here in a moment. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6. I need 1 more in each one. So I am going to pull from, oh, that's my napkin that I used, these, and fold them and put them in there, okay? So this is just blue that I have. But I'm wondering, I did pull some different ones also. I'm wondering if not to use these in there, but maybe a lighter. I have a light blue, and then I have this blue. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna do those instead to give me some solid pieces. And then I can work on the, because this would be good journaling pieces. I can decorate a little bit if I need to, right? And then these I can use for pockets or any number of things. Okay, so I do need to cut these down to 8.5 by 11. Oh. So let's do that. Knowing how many pages you're going to do is helpful. Because then you can just like count and be done. Not keep going on and on. Because that was my problem when I first started, was I didn't really have I didn't have a cutoff point. I was like, oh, this is pretty. Oh, this looks good. And then I ended up having these ginormous signatures, and that doesn't leave a whole lot of room to decorate. Even with a gator mouth, right? So if you're the one who likes the ones that, you know, open up really big like that, they call them gator mouths. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with anything. If you love it, do it. Who cares? There's no rules. My personal preference, though, is I don't mind it, you know, opening up. But I want to be able to equally decorate every signature. So if I have signatures that have like 20 pages each, it's already full before I even start to make it decorative, you know? Adding pockets and so forth and so on. Okay. I'm just folding so we can get them in there. And I realize they're white. I will focus on what I'm going to do about that later. I may stencil. I may do some stuff. I don't know yet. Okay, so we have these 3. All right, let me move this up out of the way. All right, so we have, let me concentrate on this one. I'm thinking this would look good right there. Okay. And then I'm just going to put this right here. And that one right there. So I just want to make sure that all together I'm going to have like 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay. So that one is that's what is going to be in there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And it's not because I don't know that, you know, once I get to 7, it's going to be 14. I'm doing it one to count, but also I'm looking at the placement of everything to make sure that it does look good together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so that is good. All right, now we're going to fix all these little things on each one. Okay, so first off, I want to see what's centered. That's good. I know this is good. This is a little too tall and it hangs off a little bit. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to set that to the side, is we are going to fold this up. Now it's not going to be too tall, but it is going to stick out. So I am going to trim this a hair. Just trying to get it to be a bit more straight. There we go. Okay, I think I can just get my little chomper out. Okay, now let's see. All right, that's perfect. Okay, so all I need to do with this is get my art glitter glue. Uh-oh, it's wrapped around. Everyone just calm down. There we go. I love my little glue bottle dangles. If you haven't checked out the website, I have a few on there. I do like to put a little in the middle. I realize once you sew it in, it doesn't matter, but it makes my brain happy. And now we have pockets. Okay, so that is good to go. So that is going to fit in there nicely right in the middle. And then we have that. This one fits good. The doily is a little too tall. Okay, so how about if we just take the doily and fold it up on there like that. I say yes. All right, we're going to put a little thin layer of glue. Because honestly, if I can minimize how much I have to cut these signatures down, it makes me happy. Oh, you know what though? If I do that, then that's eliminating the free flow. So we're gonna have to cut it. Sorry, I didn't think about that until after I did it. It looks pretty, but I want to have like pages to write on and that kind of thing. So, scissors. It was a nice thought, but I'm not trying to like decorate that page with the doily. I want the doily to be its own page. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now it's its own page, and it's going in just like that. Alright, so I will probably have to trim it down just because it is the way of, like, how it goes when you have, you know, pages come together. But I am happy with those pages, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to line up my ruler on the very top page. There's always that little straggler, always. It's like, no, I'm not gonna conform. Okay, so that signature is absolutely complete. Well, as far as that section goes, I may want to do something to the pages before I sew it in. So if you need to decorate pages, if you need to trim pages, if you need to put stencil on pages, anything that you need to do, it is, in my opinion, better to do that before you sew it in. Because I've had grand ideas after the fact, like stenciling on, like if I wanted to get a stencil and stencil on here so it's not so stark white, it's really hard to do that if it's already like bundled up in the book, right? So let's just pretend like that's in the middle. So it's already in the book, so I'm having to flip over, and this is in the book, and it's not falling right, and there's just a lot of moving parts. So it's much easier, in my opinion, if you are going to do anything special to the pages, not your normal decorating, to do it before you sew it in. So that's why I'm getting all my signatures together and folded and all of that, and then I can see what other additions I want to make before we sew it in. Okay. So for the most part, these are all the same size. Seems to be some are a bit taller than others. Alright, so let's just look at that. So that is good. That envelope is a hair. I'm not stressing over that. Yeah, all of these are a good size. Oops. Yeah. So basically all I need to do with this is center it all up. Yeah, that's that envelope. So the envelope is going to need to... Here we go. Alright, and then we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my ruler on the edge of the very top piece. And good to go. Alright, so that is signature number 2 is good. Signature number 3 is going to need a little bit more work. So I kind of set it to the side. Alright. These are good. That's good. This one is definitely going to get folded up into a pocket. Okay, sometimes when you're doing pockets and it gets thick right there, it is good to just go in and just create a little triangle. And then it folds much better, right? It just needs that little give right there. And I may do that with this one also. I don't know, that one might be okay. But sometimes just having that little give in that corner where it's just, but this one feels like it's gonna be all right. Okay, now I'm just gonna glue down my little pocket. Alright, so that is in there, and I did make it a little shorter than the page, so we have, you know, different stuff going on. Okay, where's the needle part? Always find it the hard way. Go in there, there we go. And so this is going in. I think everything else is good. Pretty simple pockets, pages. Not doing anything super fancy or anything. I'm going to be doing that kind of stuff in my single type of journals that we're going to be doing together. I am excited about that. And voila, we have perfect signature pages. So we have 3 signatures. I'm not going to sew them in today because, like I said, I feel like some of these pages need work. So that is what we're going to be doing in the next video. I'm going to kind of determine what I want to do with these pages, and then we will sew them in. But so far, like, it doesn't look like it's going to take up a lot of space, but there's plenty of room for decoration in these. So it is going to be beautiful. I cannot wait to get this all finished and done with y'all. Okay, guys, that is it for today. Make sure you follow me in all the places, like this video, subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you ring the bell so you know when I am posting the next video in this series for my Denim, Pearl, and Lace journal. So until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye!